Greetings, Warrior fans. I'm Sports Information Director Mike Stetson. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the Warrior Weekly Show. We apologize for last week not having the show on the air. Technical difficulties kept us from having a show last week, but we're back this week and ready to run as we talk with the racing Marissas, Marissa Kuik and Marissa Widener, who are headed off to Cedar Rapids for the NAIA National Championships. We'll talk to them about the season that they've had, which has been a phenomenal one, and about their expectations for this Friday's championship meet. Also want to remind you fans, the hockey team back in action this weekend at Albert Lee Ice Arena. They're playing Saturday and Sunday this weekend, so be sure to stop by the arena up in Minnesota and cheer on your Warriors. Now it's time for another edition of the Warrior Weekly Show. Welcome fans. Today we're joined by two of the star runners for the cross-country team for the Warriors, Miss Marissa Kuik and Marissa Widener, the racing Marissas who have found themselves heading to nationals this weekend. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us. Well, let's start off, I would say with Marissa, but then we'll make it a little bit confusing, sorry. Let's start off with Marissa Widener. Tell me, what's it like to be heading to nationals? Are you pretty excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I worked hard this past summer with training and stuff, and coming off an injury, it's really exciting to know that I just stuck with the process and believed in it, and it was able to pay off. So
you had a really strong season. Did you know going into the conference championship that you could make it to nationals?
Yeah, I knew I was really close going into conference. I was sitting right at the edge. So it was the first mile and a half of the conference meet was kind of nerve-wracking just because I was trying to get in position the whole time. But once I realized I was actually in position, and it made it a lot easier, and I was able to relax and run my race. So
having her to train with, does that help a lot to do that kind of thing?
Yeah, she definitely pushed me a lot this season, and we both have different strong suits, so we work really well off of each other. She's definitely more endurance, obviously, the longer stuff, and I have a little more of the fast twitch, so we work well together during workouts and are able to work off of each other.
I'll ask you, Marissa, what's it like going back to nationals? I guess it probably doesn't get particularly old.
No, being able to go to the highest caliber meet is always exciting, and to compete with the best of the best is probably one of my favorite times of the season of track and cross country.
Talk about the championship meet. You go in, you're the defending conference champion. Did you feel pressure, or did you feel like you're just going to run your race and let things go how they go?
I was pretty comfortable going in. I mean, earlier in the week, I got really nervous for some reason, just because those thoughts came to my head of defending champion, and just it's kind of my title to lose. But then just talking it through with the coaches and everything helped calm me down, and I went into it just relaxed. And
now, you've been to nationals a couple times, been to cross-country nationals, outdoor track nationals. Does that kind of experience help you going into this weekend's meet?
I think so, because you kind of because those first times at national races, there's a lot of butterflies. I know for my first race at cross, I went out too fast because I was super excited. So just going into this meet this weekend, just knowing to relax and be calm, and to know that it'll be all right. It's a long race, you have time. It's good, so having that experience has helped.
Has she been able to give you some good advice, or has she not been helping you at all?
No, we work well together and we talk about race strategies and stuff. So yeah, it's been good having her, and obviously she's more experienced. So
Now, you've been there, you ran once last year at Nationals. Have you set high goals for this year? Is it national champion?
Well, I mean, it's never out of the possibility, but my goal is always, since the beginning of the season, to be All-American, top 30. I've moved it maybe up to top 10. That's kind of the dream, I would say, but for sure All-American is the goal.
Does it help you guys get to run on a course that you've run before, just like 3-4 weeks ago? Is that a benefit for you guys going to Nationals?
yeah, I think so. We've ran on it in previous years too, so we're familiar with the course and it's a pretty nice course. So obviously we won't be going into it like some of the other teams who maybe run on it for a little bit the day before because we're used to that course. So
I saw you coming off the track this weekend. I was heading out to get some stuff out of the football press box, and all I could think as you were bundled up coming off the track is, man, that's going to be a nice home course advantage that you guys train in this kind of miserable weather for a lot of these schools that are going to have to figure out how to run in the cold. Does it benefit you guys that you will be used to the conditions?
I think so. Like, it's running in the cold is like a whole nother beast in itself. And so a lot of those schools who are coming from Texas and Florida and California, just it's going to be a shocker for them, and it might be hard for them to get over it just running one day beforehand. I mean, for some people it might not affect them, but I think it could affect a lot of others if they're not mentally ready for it.
Talk about your season. You're winning races. You know, well, everyone expects you to be probably the conference champion and go to nationals. Was there any thoughts during the season about all of that, or were you focused race by race? Did you look past anything?
I mean, I was pretty just focused on each race. Like, each race was an opportunity to get better and to learn. I tried to look at the end of every race, what I could do better, what I could improve upon, the positives and the negatives to help achieve my ultimate goal at nationals.
And Marissa, your season, you just kept getting better and better. Did you think it was going to be this kind of season? Was that the start of the season? Was it like, I'm going to get to nationals, I'm going to do this? Or did it just start to develop as the year went on?
that was always my goal. Like, that was my goal at the beginning of the season, was I wanted to try to make it to nationals. And at the beginning of the season, like, I told the coaches, oh, Widener's going to make it with me and stuff. So, but I just tried to, like, make mini goals for each race, you know, and focus on the little things and work my way up like that, and try not to get too overwhelmed by it or anything.
So now is Coach Kriegel recruiting only people with the first name Marissa? Is that how it works from now on?
No. It must be a good name, though.
Yeah. Is there any highlights from the season? I mean, obviously, winning the championship again's got to be a big one, and getting to nationals. But is there anything that you guys remember from this season that really stuck out, that was memorable aside from those moments?
I think just watching, because me and Widener have been here since the beginning, and we've gone from like 3 people to like 5 or 6, 7, 8. So just watching our team grow, and then this year just watching them improve each meet, and watching our standings as a team improve at all these races, from like the past where we've been like last, or we didn't even place as a team, to moving up to more the middle of the field and maybe even the top, and beating other schools in conference. It's just fun seeing the team develop as a whole.
Yeah, I think it's exciting to actually have a team and to be able to propel each other and encourage each other throughout the season. Like, we'd always get each other excited about things and about the races and how each other did, so it helps make it a lot easier to keep, you know, working through the long miles and stuff.
And you guys both are going to have one more year, is that right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I'm graduating early.
Are you graduating
Yeah.
now? So no more cross-country seasons?
Well, I'm going to grad school, so I'm planning on running there at whatever school I go.
Okay. So this is the farewell trip to nationals with Waldorf for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck this weekend. and the first of what will hopefully be several more trips. I mean,
Yes.
you obviously have indoor and outdoor coming up, so good luck this weekend to both of you. Want to appreciate you joining us. Want to remind fans, the ladies, they're down in it's Cedar Rapids, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So just not even a couple hundred miles away, a couple hours away. You guys can go down Friday, 10:30. The ladies run. Chance to go down, watch them compete, national championship, All-American status on a course they're familiar with. Thank you guys again, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.